Life is a battlefield. Most people don't even see it. They think peace is normal, but peace is only the silence between fights. Every interaction is a power struggle. In business, relationships, family, friendships. If you don't know this, you're already losing. You've lost fights without knowing it. You walked out of conversations thinking it was nothing, but the other person walked away stronger, with influence over you. That wasn't luck. That was strategy. While you were calm and unprepared, they were playing a game you didn't even know existed. Rule 1. Never insult a man in his domain. If you challenge a man in front of his friends, at work in front of his team, or in any place where he has status, you create an enemy for life. Why? Because public insults force people to defend themselves. If you wound a captain on his own ship, his crew will rise against you. If you need to strike, do it in private, away from his allies. In private, insults can break a man without a fight. In public, they unite him with his supporters. An insult is not just about words, it's about timing. The wrong insult at the wrong time destroys you, not him. When the crowd wants blood, stay silent. When anger is boiling, keep calm. Strike only when you know the wound will never heal. The loudest man is often the weakest. The strong often hide behind anger. They roar because they think volume equals dominance. But one calm sentence can flip the script. I'll talk to you when you stop being emotional. In that moment, the roaring lion becomes a child throwing a tantrum. You didn't attack his strength. You reframed it as weakness. This is the dark art of reframing. Once his image of strength turns into the image of weakness, his power collapses. Do you want me to continue with part 2 now, or send all 4 rewritten parts together in one go? This will be very long but complete. Also, do you want me to keep the same intensity and psychological tone, or make it slightly more motivational and self-improvement oriented? Words are weapons. But silence? Silence is the battlefield. Most men fear silence. They rush to fill it with noise because silence makes them uncomfortable. And when they start talking just to fill the gap, they expose themselves. They reveal secrets. They reveal weakness. But when you master silence, you control the room. A pause at the right moment creates pressure. People start overthinking. They wonder what you're thinking, what you're planning. Their insecurity rises. Their tongue betrays them. The pause is power. Use it. Speak less. Pause more. Let the silence do the work for you. In chaos, the calm man is king. When voices rise, when tempers flare, the one who stays calm becomes the center of gravity. People look to him for stability. They trust him. They follow him. Because calmness feels like strength, like certainty. Never match the chaos of others. Let them burn themselves out while you remain steady. Even if inside you are calculating every move. Keep your face calm. The calm man commands more than the loud man. Stillness is not weakness. It's dominance in silence. But silence is not the only hidden weapon. Controlled vulnerability is another. Strength is respected. Perfection is hated. But a small dose of vulnerability, when used correctly, creates trust. The key is control. Reveal something human, something small, a past struggle, a flaw you've already overcome. This makes you relatable. It lowers defenses. People trust you, but never reveal what makes you weak now. That's confession, not strategy. Controlled vulnerability is power. It makes others open up while you stay guarded. Always reveal less than you hide. Let your chosen weakness become your hidden strength. Planting ideas without being seen. The strongest ideas aren't shouted. They're whispered, planted like seeds in someone's mind until they think the idea was theirs. Suggest lightly. Retreat quickly. Let the idea grow in silence. When it blooms, they will defend it as if they created it. This is invisible influence, guiding without forcing, ruling without being seen. Not every battle needs words. Sometimes silence is the most terrifying force in the room. When you say nothing, people imagine everything. They project their fears, their doubts, their guilt onto you. Mystery is power. Speak less than necessary. Never explain too much. Leave gaps in your words, spaces in your actions. Let them chase meaning where none exists. The man who controls silence controls perception. Names are keys to power. A person's name is the most powerful sound in their world. Use it carefully. Whisper it at the right moment, and their guard falls. But use it too often, and it loses effect. A name spoken rarely carries more weight than a name spoken daily. Not all curiosity is innocent. Some questions are traps. When someone asks too many questions, they are not just trying to know you. They are mapping your weaknesses. Every answer you give is a brick removed from your fortress. Never reveal too much. Learn the art of answering without answering. Smile. Give vague statements. Tell stories that reveal nothing. The wise man speaks less than he knows. Every extra word is a gift to the enemy. The man who asks too much is often a spy disguised as a friend. Watch him closely. Charm is not a gift, it's a weapon. The man who smiles too easily, who flatters too much, hides a knife behind his words. Charm without success is manipulation. Charm with success becomes influence. Do not trust charm blindly, and when you use charm, use it with intention. Make people wonder if your kindness is genuine or calculated. That uncertainty makes your charm dangerous. Humans are slaves to balance. When someone gives, we feel an invisible need to give back. This is the law of reciprocity. Give a little, and you can demand much. A drink, a small favor, a tiny gift. All of these become chains of obligation. But here is the rule. If your gift feels too heavy, it creates resentment instead of loyalty. The master tactician gives lightly, but collects heavily. Always appear generous, but know this. Every gift is not kindness. It is an investment. Control silence. Control perception. Most men fear the pause. They rush to speak. In their rush, they make mistakes. But when you pause, when you stay silent, they become uncomfortable. They start talking too much. They reveal what they didn't plan to. Silence creates pressure. Pressure breaks men. Calmness is your armor. In chaos, the calm man looks like a king. When voices rise, when tempers flare, be the one who stays still. People trust calmness because it feels like certainty. Do not match their fire with fire. Let them burn while you remain steady. Strategic vulnerability builds power. Revealing a small weakness can create trust, but only if it's controlled. Show what makes you human, not what makes you weak. Share a past failure you've already conquered, a wound that's already healed. That makes people trust you without giving them ammunition against you. Controlled vulnerability makes others open up while you stay protected. Always reveal less than you hide. Invisible influence is the highest art. The best ideas are not the ones you shout. They're the ones you plant in someone else's mind so deeply that they believe it was theirs. Suggest lightly. Retreat quickly. Let the idea grow on its own. When it blooms, they will defend it for you. This is the art of ruling without appearing to rule. Guiding without leaving fingerprints. Power belongs to the one who moves first. Not always with force, but with initiative. The first move sets the tone, defines the battlefield, and forces your opponent to react. In arguments, negotiations, and relationships, the one who waits becomes the one who obeys. Never be the one who only answers. Take the first step. Surprise them. Force them to play by your rules. Hesitation is death. The timid man plans forever, while the bold man takes the throne. Boldness shocks people. It creates fear. It paralyzes. Even when wrong, boldness looks like strength because most people don't know how to fight it. If your enemy hesitates, crush him with audacity. If he advances, outbold him. In the game of war, confidence is not just belief. It's a weapon that infects the minds of others until they see you as unstoppable. Control yourself, and you control the battlefield. Every defeat begins inside. Rage blinds, fear freezes, panic kills. When others shout, speak slowly. When others tremble, stand still. Composure is a weapon sharper than any blade. Conflict is not decided by who is stronger. It's decided by who stays calm when others collapse. Make attacks expensive. Predators hunt easy prey. If destroying you costs them too much, they will leave you alone. Even if you can't win, make sure victory against you tastes like poison. Exhaust them. Bleed their energy. If beating you feels expensive, no one will want to fight you twice. Words can cut deeper than swords. Shame destroys reputation, confidence, and trust. Expose weakness in front of their allies, and their power collapses. But shame must be aimed like an arrow, not thrown like mud. Shame the wrong man, and you create an enemy for life. Use this weapon only if you are ready to destroy them completely. Deception wins wars. The strongest attack is sometimes disguised as surrender. Lower your guard. Let them believe they've won. Watch arrogance soften their defenses, then strike when they least expect it. But remember, use false surrender rarely. The enemy fooled once will never forgive or forget. Retreat is not defeat. A wise man knows when to step back. Fighting every battle is foolishness. When the enemy is too strong, withdraw, regroup, rebuild, return stronger. Survival today creates victory tomorrow. Shock and awe ends wars before they start. Sometimes subtlety is weakness. Sometimes you need overwhelming force. So sudden, so powerful that resistance never forms. A bold move, a crushing strike. When used sparingly, this makes you unforgettable. Use it only when hesitation would cost you everything. Logic convinces the mind. Emotion commands the heart. Most men argue with facts, unaware that people rarely move because of facts. They move because of feelings, fear, pride, love, shame. If you want obedience, speak to the heart. Wrap your logic in emotion, and truth becomes irrelevant. A man who feels convinced will defend even the lie that enslaves him. Control attention, and you control reality. People think they see clearly, but the mind is a child. It can be distracted with a shiny toy while you steal the treasure. This is misdirection, not hiding the truth, but pointing attention elsewhere. Control what they look at, and you control what they fail to see. Power is not what you show. Power is what you hide. Never reveal all your strength. Hold something back. Keep them guessing. Fear does not come from what is seen. It comes from what is unknown. People crave illusions more than truth. Promise them what they dream of: wealth, love, freedom, recognition, and they will follow you anywhere. Give them fantasies sweeter than reality, and they will choose you over the truth. But never let them see the trick. The moment they see the illusion, the spell is broken. Control the story, and you erase the truth. People believe what they hear first. What is repeated, not what is true. Every betrayal, every scandal can be disguised as virtue if you tell the story before anyone else. History does not remember truth. It remembers who wrote it. Control the narrative, And you do not just win battles, you erase them from memory. Mystery is more powerful than knowledge. Show them something they cannot explain, and they will forgive your flaws, overlook your mistakes, even worship you, but never explain the trick. Once the mystery dies, so does the magic. When logic is against you, change the battlefield. Do not fight with facts. Fight with feelings. Accuse your opponent of being cold, cruel, heartless. Make the audience feel while he tries to argue. People do not side with reason. They side with emotion. Attack like a storm of arrows. Do not fight with one big argument. Fight with many small attacks, rapid questions, distractions, points. Overwhelm him, exhaust him. The man who answers endlessly looks weak. The man who asks endlessly looks powerful. Learn to wound without words, a smirk, an eye roll, a laugh. These small weapons destroy credibility without a single sentence.